morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you. How have you been? I hope you've been well. I hope you've had a lovely couple of weeks and enjoyed the last couple of weeks of summer, because we are well and truly in autumn now. It's official. I'm home from my last holiday. It's autumn. It's happened. It's cold. I went to bed last night and I was absolutely freezing. It's really like it's getting cold fast. And I drove to my step class last night, which normally before I went away I would drive and it would be like sunset, and then I drove in the dark last night and I was like, oh yep, that's official. Anyway, hi. I was in Greece last week in Rhodes. I obviously didn't vlog, you guys didn't get a video. I wasn't planning on not vlogging, but honestly, I'm really glad that I didn't promise you a vlog, because it ended up, I had a great time. I had a wonderful time, so relaxing. I didn't really do anything. I didn't take any pictures. I didn't like really go on my phone. I took it as like a proper 8-day break. It was kind of a series of unfortunate events for me. I don't want to complain because I was having a lovely holiday, but it was honestly, it got to the point where it was just like comedy. So as you know, I had my wisdom tooth infection, which is completely cleared up now. I'm completely fine, but the first 3 days of my holiday I was still suffering quite a lot with that, and I was on very strong painkillers, and I couldn't drink for obvious reasons, my medication. The antibiotics absolutely destroyed my stomach. I had the shits for 2 days. I was really sick for 2 days, which was really fun. Super hot. I had to stay in the hotel room for basically one of the whole days because I was just like, I can't risk leaving. It's not looking good. And when I felt well enough to go out, I got absolutely hammered because I hadn't been drinking. I'd been on painkillers, which I think might have still been in my system a bit, because I went from 0 to 100 pretty quick, and then the next day had the worst hangover that lasted most of the day, which would be, I mean, annoying. Self-inflicted, but annoying. Would have been fine-ish if I was able to just lie by the pool. No, it was the day we were going to a water park. I had a thumping headache and felt pretty sick going down really fast, twisty slides, and it was pretty horrific. It was really fun. Like, I love water parks, and it was one of those headaches that like I would take painkillers and it would subside for like an hour. So I'd go on a couple of slides and then it would come back and I'd have to lie down. So I didn't get the full experience, but I still had a really good time. And the next day I was like, today is gonna be a good day. I got stung by a wasp. It wasn't like I was annoyed about any of these things. I was just, but to be honest, it was just funny. It was just funny how many things just happened to go awry. But I had a great time and feel pretty relaxed. Today's Tuesday. Doing a bit of meal prep for the week, doing a bit of laundry, and just recalibrating. Because on Sunday night I went and saw Frank Turner. London! Get ready!
a woman, and my resentment has started to fade.
So I've seen Frank Turner, this was my 5th time I believe, and the first time I ever saw him was at Reading Festival in 2013 with my best friend Kaz. I knew one of his songs, Photosynthesize, and I saw his name on the lineup and I was like, oh Kaz, can we just like swing by this guy's show? He was playing at like 11 o'clock in the morning, like a really not a prime spot, and I was like, can we just go check him out? I really like this one song. And that is where the love affair began. We loved him. His stage presence is amazing. He's such a good showman. I love his music. It's just like the best vibes ever. So since 2013, we then watched him at Reading 2 more times, and we've now been to see his tour twice. Last time was in 2018, I think, and we went with Cara, Kaz, Liz, and Kaz's dad and sister. Sunday night we all did the same again, except Liz was hungover and couldn't come. But it was me, Kaz, Kaz's sister Millie and their dad Dave, and I was an honorary Moor for the night. It was so good. We had an amazing time. You guys know how much I love live music. It is honestly my happy place, so I was just grinning like a big old idiot, having the best time. It was like such a good way to kick the holiday blues. Like I got home on the Saturday and I had something to look forward to immediately afterwards to kind of get me home and get me like with my friends and get me all excited. And yeah, and then yesterday I absolutely crashed because I'd had a very busy couple of days. So yesterday was pretty chill, meal prep, laundry, sort out the house a little bit, clean the kitchen, and watched a lot of Gilmore Girls. I'm gonna go to the gym for the first time in a long time. I'm gonna talk to you guys in a little bit about my Fitbit campaign, which is still happening, but it's been postponed. I talked about this on my Instagram. For you it would have been last week. Let me sit down and talk to you actually. Very long talking segment. I have some things to cover with you. Sorry, I just wanted to sit and chat. So you will have seen, like a couple of months ago now, I posted a video like Healthy Girl Summer, Evolve with Em. I was really excited about it, and then I kind of went silent about it. Fitbit on their end postponed the campaign till the end of the year, so starting in October through to December. I think it's because they want it to be nearer to Christmas for like Christmas presents and things like that. The timing just made a bit more sense for them business wise. But because I'd already posted that first video, for me it looks really bad and doesn't really make any sense. It looks like I just started it and then gave up. For those of you who've been asking me like what happened to that challenge you said you were doing, it is gonna still happen, I promise. I'm starting it again, I think it's the week after next for you, until the end of the year, so it is coming really soon. But I just thought I would say, like, I'm sorry that a lot of you were kind of excited and wanted to get involved, and then I just went silent. Unfortunately it was out of my hands and it wasn't my choice. However, to kind of apologise for that, if you followed me on Instagram since the beginning of the year, you will have seen that I did something called Project 50, which is a challenge that you do every single day for 50 days. That is basically non-negotiable tasks. So, for example, wake up before 8 AM, exercise for an hour a day, read 10 pages of a book a day, go for a walk, etc. Like tasks that for you personally are attainable and realistic, but a little bit of a challenge and something that you will have to put effort in to do. And it was basically just a challenge I set myself because I was in a pretty dark place mental health wise at the beginning of this year. Wasn't doing too hot and needed some sort of kick up the arse. It did me wonders. Like Project 50 helped me so much. I did it, I stayed consistent. I did it every single day for 50 days. And to keep me accountable, I posted a reel every day of me ticking off each task. You guys absolutely loved following along with it. It was a really nice time for my Instagram, like it was a nice kind of community feel, and yeah, it was great, and it did my mental health and my physical health a world of good. I lost some weight, I was really strong, and I was just the most consistent on Instagram, in the gym, in life that I've been in a long time, having come out of basically a depressive episode. So, God, I'm really covering all bases here. So that was in January, and that was me starting the year. I figured, why not end the year the same way? Do like a cyclical year. I'll be honest, my mental health has also not been too hot recently, so it's definitely for that reason also. Trying to kind of remind myself that I'm a bad bitch and that I can do it. Get me consistent again, get me feeling good mentally and physically. But this time I want it to have a theme, and I'm not gonna do the exact same thing. I'm not gonna do Project 50. This one is going to be slightly longer. Basically, Monday, so for you guys, tomorrow, it is 65 days until my birthday. I turn 26 in 65 days. For those 65 days, I am going to tick off a list of non-negotiables every single day, the same way I did for Project 50. I want to post a reel every day of me achieving those tasks, and I want to enter my 26th year feeling the best that I can. I probably won't feel the best I've ever felt in my life, but I want to work with what I've got and where I'm at the moment mentally and physically, and make the most of what I've got right now. And enter my 26th year having tried my best and getting myself to a place where I am feeling, you know, as good as possible. So when I did Project 50 last time, I didn't talk about it really on my channel. I just talked about it on Instagram, kept the two very, very separate. Because this Fitbit challenge actually starts in a couple of weeks, I thought they do kind of line up quite nicely. So I'll definitely talk about it on here in the vlogs, check in on how I'm feeling. I am still gonna do the kind of check-ins, like the physical check-ins that I said I would do, that obviously I didn't actually start the challenge, so I haven't done, and I've definitely gained weight since saying I'm going to start the challenge. So I'm starting from a different place to then. I've been on multiple holidays, and early dating is really the kicker. God, I've already been talking for 16 minutes. I'm so sorry. This is really quite rambly. I just wanted to let you guys know why it just never came to fruition. It's not because I gave up, it's not because I don't want to do it. I wasn't given the green light yet. That's honestly it. I'm thinking maybe calling it Project 265 because it's like 2665. That starts for me on Monday, and for you that starts tomorrow. As of right now, I'm not sure what my like daily tasks are gonna be. I will be posting a reel every single day of me doing said tasks, so it will be very interactive. You guys will see me doing it every day, so if you would like to do it also, then I can watch your guys' reels too. I won't lie, it is a lot of work. It's a big commitment. Project 50, I loved doing it, but it definitely did like absolutely take it out of me. I remember when it was done, I was pretty relieved. I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe I've done this for 50 days. Like I do remember being knackered at the end of it, but I also just remember how amazing I felt. And I felt like it really got me out of a rut and really helped my mental health, which was the primary reason for me doing it at all. And I also feel like that starting it now, and you know, having it with my birthday as the goal rather than like a New Year's resolution, is going to be really good for me. And it means that I'm going to start the year feeling good rather than start the year feeling like, oh, New Year's resolution, I need to get back into my fitness or do this. I will have already done it for New Year, and I can welcome in the year feeling good rather than welcoming in the year feeling like I need to make loads of changes. But to be honest, like, I'm confident now. Body image and, you know, body dysmorphia and self-esteem within my body has always been an issue and a topic of conversation in my life. But the fact that it's always been an issue actually brings me some comfort. It means that it's nothing to do with how my body looks, because my body has looked different, very different over the past 4 years. Like, it has changed so much. And the fact that I've always been insecure just goes to show it's nothing to do with my body, which actually makes me feel less insecure. Even if I was as slim as I was 2 years ago, I probably would still have my issues, do you know what I mean? I'm looking at this as a mental health challenge rather than a physical health challenge, but if I can fit into my favourite jeans again in the process, that would be sick. Right, I have some food that I need to put in the fridge after that long ass ramble. What the intro? Sorry. I'm excited, and I know you guys have heard this before because I did this like 2 months ago or whatever and it never happened, but I'm doing it. It's happening. Hope you guys are ready for Project 265. Wow, I promise I've moved. Hi, good morning, happy Wednesday. I am just about to hop onto a meeting with Bumble. You guys know I work with Bumble pretty frequently. They're honestly one of my favourite brands to work with. They're such a lovely team, obviously a really fun brand. Talking about dating and such, one of my favourite topics. So I'm just having a chat about an upcoming campaign, and if I'm honest, I'm actually not sure about how I want to approach this campaign. The brief, I'm struggling to think of ideas for this brief, so hopefully, will this look better or worse? Worse. So hopefully this little chat will inspire me and I'll get some ideas for this job because I need to film it next week. I always put a lot of effort into my Bumble jobs because I like them to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, and I want to think of a funny way to fit this brief, and at the moment I'm struggling for ideas. So I'll have this meeting, see if they've got any suggestions and examples of previous work that they liked in this topic, and then I will have a little brainstorm, have a little think, and film it next week. Well, maybe I'll film it tomorrow if I get an idea. But that's my morning so far. Read the brief, made some notes, and I'm joining in 10 minutes. So nothing crazy over here. I'm then gonna go straight to the gym after this and do my first workout in like 3 weeks. I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing, but I'm not looking forward to the first of each body part. That's my plan. So I'll speak to you afterwards, okay? Hello!
Hello!
Hi!
Hi, Emma.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am not bad, thank you.
How was your holiday? You recently went away, right?
Yeah, it was actually so nice. It was good. I didn't take my laptop. I didn't really have signal, so I wasn't really on my phone. It was a proper like digital detox. It was great. Obviously, I've read the brief, I've had a look. I like the concept because I'm very much I'm a person who has a type, but who never ever ends up dating their type. I always end up dating the nice guy.
Like a little montage of you doing different bits and then go into the more discussion element, if that makes sense. Which anyway, you do so well, and you've definitely done interesting parts of your content.
Thanks.
So it could be about, because you might be missing out on that, you know, that love of your life, because you're stuck on the rugby boy, right?
Are you telling yourself that?
Cuffing season, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Yeah, cuffing season. You
guys know that was a thing.
It is, it's a real thing. You know, hot girl summer's over and now it's cold and you need someone to cuddle, and people are, you know, looking for someone to do the Christmas markets with. It's stuff like that. I feel like this time of year it's more romantic and it feels less like a getting around time.
Going out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that is true. Adapting that concept to this. Yep. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does. Hang on, I'm writing that down because I've made a couple of notes when I was reading the brief of what kind of direction I wanted to take it in, because I like my stuff to be, especially with dating content, a bit more tongue-in-cheek, because it is so like, you don't want to put loads of pressure on people for something like that. It's like, you know, dating's supposed to be fun. But like, I was thinking, you said the opening line you wanted it to be, I don't have a type because, and I was thinking of all of the things that look gross but are really nice, like bruised bananas are the sweetest, and like you wouldn't listen to an album because of its cover, like things like that, like making parallels to it that aren't about people, because I never want to say in it I have such a type in my head. As we've discussed, I never end up dating them, and when I do end up dating them, they've all been dickheads because they know they're hot. And like, I feel like this campaign is made for me because I feel like I am a bit of a spokesperson for like, you don't have to date the person that who would, you know, you'd walk past them and you'd triple take. It's the person that you would want to, like, you want to be mates with. You can build attraction through other things.
You're real. So the first thing would just be, you know,
everything's very clear. I think now it's just me trying to figure out how I want to do it. But I've got a couple of little ideas floating, so I'm sure I'll think of something. I'm excited. I love working with you guys, honestly. Some of my favourite jobs have been with you. I really enjoy making Bumble content, and like my followers absolutely love it as well. Like, I just posted a video last week about my 1 year single anniversary, so it's quite current, like it's what word am I looking for? Relevant. So,
no, we absolutely love working with you, and the past 2 campaigns we've done as well have just been amazing, like absolute sports content. So we're really eager to get you on this campaign as well.
Done. Hello, I just got an update from Fitbit as to why they pushed back the campaign. They're releasing a new Fitbit. That makes sense. So this is the Sense, the Fitbit Sense, and I love it. I love it, I wear it every day. But they've just emailed me saying, can I please get a Sense 2, which is their newest one. So I think that's why they've pushed it back. They'd like me to promote the newest model, but it hadn't launched yet when they started the campaign. That makes sense. Ha, sense. Okay, there you go. That answers that question as to why they pushed it back. I thought it was because of Christmas. It's because of a new release. Good. Ah. Oh my god, I dropped it twice. Ah. First workout in 3 weeks complete, and it was pretty rough. One of the PTs came over to me and he was like, those were some long breaks you were taking there, eh? What are you talking about? I'm fine. I only did 5 exercises, 5 chest and shoulder exercises, and you know, it's more just to remind me how good I feel when I go to the gym. I always do this just in time to start Project 265. Anyway, I don't have time to change or anything because I need to be at my dad's in 2 minutes. He's a 7-minute walk away and I'm having to drive because I'm going to be late. But he's helping me do boring grown-up things that I hate doing so very much, because I've been in hermit mode for the past, basically since I got home from my trip. I've been in isolation hermit mode, not really very talkative or wanting to do anything. So my dad's gonna kick me up my arse and go and do some stuff, which should be good. And I have a fun weekend planned, but I realised that I won't be able to vlog it for this week's vlog. It'll have to go into next week's vlog. I have a really fun weekend. Saturday I'm going to, you know what, I'll talk about this later because I do need to run, but I'm going to the Natural History Museum during the day, and then Saturday night I'm going to see a show called Cages, which I'm so excited about. I'll talk about it a little bit later. And then Sunday, my friend Elliot, Cara's boyfriend, is running the London Marathon, so we're going to go and support him. That's my weekend plans. Anyway, I need to leave like 2 minutes ago. Okay, let's go. Alexa, stop. Oh yeah, that's good. Good morning everybody. I need to fold so much laundry. I've done about 4 loads of laundry and haven't folded any of it. So here we are. I don't know if you just heard, I just spoke to Alexa. We clamber over. So I have not had a smart system, speaker system in my house before, which I just think is completely ridiculous as somebody who it's quite like a techie. I like having like the updated things, and also I'm a big music lover, so the fact that I just use a shitty tinny speaker to listen to my music is honestly sacrilege. I have finally got myself the Echo, which is in my living room, and I got myself 3 dots, so my whole house is filled with music, which is so wonderful, you know, like a great perk of getting it. But honestly, the main reason I have got myself this, if there are any fellow ADHDers out there, I cannot tell you how helpful it is as a tool. Like, I've only had it a few days and it is really, really helpful. Something that really helps me do things, actually be able to do stuff, is by setting task timers. So, for example, I was about to do this and I thought I should tell you guys about it before I do it. Alexa, set a 15-minute laundry folding timer.
Laundry folding timer, 15 minutes, starting now.
And now I have a 15-minute timer. I know I have 15 minutes, and it just helps me focus and helps me start tasks. I've set a 10-minute tidy timer to go off every single morning to try and build healthy habits, and I'm so far just absolutely loving it. If you're someone who suffers with executive dysfunction, which is probably my biggest and most frustrating ADHD symptom, I recommend using this tool. If you have an Echo or a Dot or whatever, giving it a go. But if you don't have it, maybe investing in some sort of smart speaker that will do that for you, because I have reminders that go off all throughout the day. When I think of something that I need to do, I just say it out loud immediately, and get her to remind me in like half an hour, so that I don't immediately forget it, because that's what will happen otherwise. Because I write things down like to-dos and like remind me to do this, and then I lose the piece of paper. Like, I can't lose her. So having her reminding me to do things throughout the day is helping me so much. Also with my cooking, I feel like this is like an ad for it, but genuinely, like, it is helping me so much. If I'm cooking like things with multiple moving parts, you can set multiple timers with different names, so it tells you when to do things. And on top of all that, I have excellent speakers now, which is so nice. So yeah, that is my Amazon sales pitch. It's really, really helping me. It tells me when to go to the gym. It tells me what's on my shopping list. It's just, it's really good. Okay, right, now I actually need to do some tidying. Alexa, play. So good. Timer is done. I didn't get through all of it, but that's okay. Sometimes I'll just keep going, because honestly with me, getting started is the worst part, and once I'm going I quite enjoy it, honestly. But I am really hungry, like stomach properly rumbling, and I need to stew apples before I have breakfast. So I am going to go and make some breakfast now, and then I will come back later, do another 15 minutes, and I reckon in the 15 minutes I'll definitely finish everything. And then it's half an hour of chores done.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute.
morning everyone, happy Sunday. We didn't end up going to the Natural History Museum yesterday. We ended up doing a pub crawl, a little bar crawl, like along South Bank, like bridge area. It was so nice. Went and saw cages. I'm going to talk about it properly in next week's vlog because I need to end this vlog now because I need to go and find Elliot because he's running the marathon, and the vlog took longer than I thought to edit, and I need to go find him somewhere, export this vlog and go. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye.